Hello, this is RxTI Talks. I'm Adam Chassie. We spoke to Kevin Williams, Vice President of Corporate Development and Marketing for CFS Clinical. Kevin took a few minutes to give us his insights as to why it's hard for industry to pay sites on time and what his company is doing to address the problem.
CFS Clinical is really a unique organization that's focused on transform the business of clinical trials. So we're exclusively focused on the business of clinical trials, meaning study startup, which includes contract negotiations, budget development, budget negotiations, negotiating on behalf of sponsors with the investigator sites. And so in addition, it includes essential regulatory documents. So again, all of those study startup activities related to the business operations. Once all of that information is set up with the sites, we then manage the investigator grant payments, and we do that on a global level. So essentially, we're helping the investigator relationships, we're paying sites accurately and quickly, and certainly with all the challenges within the industry in terms of sites getting paid and being a financially viable business, CFS is really helping change that paradigm, which has been challenged for many years. I think to somebody outside the industry, paying sounds very simple. You generate an invoice, you make a payment, it's just an accounts payable function. That's something we've really worked hard to teach people that there's truly a difference. One of the biggest challenges in clinical research is that the invoice is not necessarily raised by the investigator site. And the reason is it's generated based on data. Nowadays, it's the electronic data capture, so EDC data. So really, sponsors want to pay based on work performed as indicated, based on the data that they put into the EDC system. So what CFS essentially does is auto-generate the invoices on behalf of the sites internally, and then goes ahead and makes the payments. And again, it's a non-traditional accounts payable process, which makes it so challenging. One of the other unique notes around that is outside the U.S., there is a requirement to invoice for investigator services at a site. And a lot of that has to do with VAT taxes and GST taxes. So what CFS actually does in those cases is creates pro forma invoices to help the sites figure out what they need to invoice. And it really protects the sponsors as well, because they're still paying for work performed, but it's also taking work out of the system in general for the sites and the sponsors. I think one of the biggest challenges with any outsourcing model is, in the perfect world, the site would like to respond and talk to one person from a sponsor. One point of contact for all things. And it's a challenge, and I've seen a variety of different models. I've seen, hey, we're going to have a site manager, and that's the only person you'll ever talk to. Then there's other models where you have multiple individuals to talk to. And I don't know that there's a best approach yet, but I think the challenge is the sites also, their time is very important. So the sites also like to get answers very quickly of, what's my payment status, or where's my contract, or, have you reviewed my reg docs? And I think the problem with a single point of contact is that person doesn't have all the answers per se. So it may give them one person a call, but they're going to have to wait until that question is triaged. Where if you have a couple of individuals, it gives you the answers more directly. So the sites themselves love actually working with CFS. We survey the sites and ask them about, and sites actually request to work with our organization because we help with their cash flow.
RxTI Talks is brought to you by the Rx Trials Institute. Thank you for watching. Join us for more episodes, each highlighting some of clinical research's most innovative companies and individuals. Looking for more great thinking? Join the conversation at the Site Solutions Summit this October at the PGA National Resort in Palm Beach Gardens. Proudly hosted by the Rx Trials Institute. This year's summit brings together more sites, sponsors, and CROs than ever before. Visit www.sitesolutionssummit.com and register today before the seats sell out.